Hi guys, my name is Sam. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting my first ever vlog. So a lot of people have been swapping my screen time for reading time, and I thought that I'd pick a specific app that I am severely addicted to, and I know you guys are not going to be surprised, but it is TikTok. I spend anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours and a half on that app a day. So I'm going to be swapping that time for reading. Now, I'm not going to fully commit to not being on TikTok at all because I don't know that that could happen. But being that I have a lot of other things to do during the day, plus swapping the time that I'm spending on TikTok for reading, I might not even get a chance to go on TikTok. But I can't guarantee. So I'm not going to say that I won't use it, but I will definitely be trying to read at least 2 hours a day for this week. So I'm just sitting here. I finally put my son down for a nap. I'm drinking coffee and I'm about to eat a little snack. And where's my book? I'm currently reading Icebreaker to prepare for probably Smut's book of the month of October, which is going to be Wildfire. So this is what I'll be reading for my 2 hours for today. And I'm going to try to squeeze this in before I have to go to work because I work 6 to 12. So obviously when I get home, I doubt I'll be doing any reading. Oh yeah, let's start on my 2 hours. Let's just get the timer started. Let's go. Okay, so my son just woke up from his nap and I just wanted to check in really quick before I get lunch started for him, but I did go ahead and reach an hour and 40 minutes. So I'm gonna have to try to find a way to squeeze in that last 20 before I go to work, unless I'll be able to do it when I come back at 12. But I did read about 100 pages, which honestly, I'm beginning to feel like even though this is the first day, that this is going to be a great challenge for me to get less addicted to my phone and to just focus more on other hobbies that I enjoy and also just being present, because this is like, obviously I'm swapping my time on my phone for reading, but at the same time it also makes me feel Like, I don't always have to pick up my phone when I feel bored or when I don't have something to do. I can do something else. Because honestly, that's the first time in a long time that I've read for that long at once, and that much at once, I feel like, as well. So I'm really excited for this challenge, even though it's only the first day. And I'm hoping that doing this challenge, I'll have this book finished by tomorrow, because I did my Wheel of TBR at the beginning of the month and I've only read 2 of the books on it. And if I don't finish the 5, then I'll be spinning my punishment wheel on the first month. And I really don't want to do that. But anyways, I'm really enjoying this book so far. I do have a couple qualms with it, but it still has the potential to be a 5-star, so we'll see where the rest of the book takes us. So it is now the next day, Saturday. I didn't get to update you guys yesterday because after my son woke up, I read my last 20 minutes. Actually, I read a little bit more than that. I just pull out the timer. I saved the little time sheet. So I ended up reading 2 hours and 9 minutes before I had to get ready for work and just hang out with my son. So yeah, I didn't really get to update you guys. Then I went to work and I was not going to pick up the camera and film at 1 o'clock in the morning. But I did get about 60% of the way through Icebreaker. Still really enjoying it. So I'm excited to hopefully finish the last bit today, even if I have to pass my 2 hours because I don't work today. So I'll most likely finish it. And then we'll decide on the next book for the next set of days where I'll read for 2 hours. So I'm going to start my 2 hours in a little while. I'll probably do breakfast first, and then I'm going to catch up with you guys. Okay, so it's now around 12 p.m., the time that my son usually takes his nap. We did breakfast, and then we took him around the complex to ride around in his new G-Wagon that he got for his birthday a couple days ago. But now that it is nap time, I'm going to get started on my 2 hours. So I don't know how to do the laps on the timer. I tried to look it up, but I can't figure it out. So we're just gonna document the 2 hours and 9 minutes and reset this clock for today. So we're gonna go ahead and start this timer, see how much I could get finished, and then if I finish the book before the 2 hours, or if I have to stop before I even hit the 2 hours, I might come back and check in. But if not, I'll just come back and check in when the book is done and the 2 hours are up, and then discuss with you what my next book options are. So I'll see you guys in a little while. Okay, so it is much later. After I spoke to you guys earlier, I got stopped almost immediately, like 10 minutes into my 2 hour reading plan, to watch a movie with my boyfriend. So I did that, and then my son ended up waking up. So, I just been reading in increments here and there to get my 2 hours finished. But I finally did. I surpassed the 2 hours just so that I could finish that. But I did 2 hours and 33 minutes. So I'm really proud of myself today. So I did finish Icebreaker. I don't have nothing to say to you guys yet. It definitely wasn't a 4-star, but I haven't decided what rating I'm going to give it. I'm going to go ahead and write in my reading journal and, assess my thoughts and everything. And then I'll probably let you guys know tomorrow when I do my 2 hours for tomorrow, what I ended up rating it. And also, obviously, I'll be talking about it in my wrap up for this month. But I just wanted to come on really quick and discuss with you guys a little bit about what I might be picking up next. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to just go through my options really quick. So obviously, I have my 3 options left for my CPR still that I haven't read, which I have left Twisted Games by Anne Huang, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. Honestly, I'm debating on listening to this, so I might not start that one right now because I kind of want that to be separate from the reading challenge. For me, I just feel like if I'm spending all my physical time on my phone, then I should be spending the 2 hours that I'm swapping for my TikTok time reading physical books. So I might not do A Court of Wings and Ruin. I might listen to that, and that will be separate from this challenge and probably read alongside of this vlog, just not talked about in the vlog, because you know, the vlog is for the specific challenge, but I do need to get this book done before the month ends. And then I have 4 library books that I still have out, but they're due September 28th, which is really soon, and I'm almost positive I won't be able to get to all of them, but I at least want to try to get to one more, because the only other one that I did attempt to read was The Collective Regrets of Clover, which was on my TBR as well. But I already had to return that one back because other people were waiting for it. I have Alone with You in the Ether by Ollie V. Blake. I have Girlhood by Melissa Febos. I have Ace of Spades, which I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get to this one. It's pretty chunky, and I don't see myself picking this one up for the vlog. And then same thing with this one also, because I heard somebody talk about this book in their vlog and it sounded way more horror and scary than I thought it was supposed to be. So now I'm kind of intimidated to pick it up. But that is The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. Like, she was talking about body horror and a bunch of things that I've never read before, and I don't know if I'm comfortable reading. So I might not pick that one for this vlog either. I'm honestly debating between doing, let me pick it back up. Debating between doing one of these two because, oh, I read it wrong. Hold on. One of these two because they're on the shorter side, and like I said, I would love to get to at least one more of the library books before I have to return them and pick my new stack. Or obviously Twisted, I think it was Twisted Games, yeah, Twisted Games, or The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because I'm not going to be reading ACOWAR physically. So like I said, those are just my choices. If you want to vote, even though like by the time the vlog is up, obviously I will have already picked, but if you want to vote on the books that aren't on my Wheel of TBR, the library books, and let me know if these are must reads, because like I said, I'm not going to get to all of them. So if you think any of these I should recheck out or have to read them at some other point in my life, let me know. But I'll probably get back to you guys tomorrow about what I ended up choosing. I just wanted to check in and let you guys know that I finished Icebreaker. I did my 2 hours, and I think this challenge is going really well. But I do work at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, so I'll be reading at the later half of my day and checking in with you guys. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, I just wanted to hop on really quickly. I just got out of work. It was a really long shift. I did an 8 to 4 and I'm absolutely exhausted, but I'm still gonna try to fit in my 2 hours today. The grind doesn't stop, and I'm still stuck between which book to pick. I narrowed it down. I'm really in the mood for romance still, so I kind of want to do Twisted Games. But like I said before, I want to fit in at least 2 of the library books before I have to return them. And I picked these 2 out of the 4 because this premise sounds interesting, and I just really love talks about women and how they relate to society, or like the social standards that people put on them. And how that obstructs our views and how people view us. But like I said, I'm still stuck. Honestly, I think I might end up going for the Girlhood one just because it's essays. So I think it'll be the fastest to get through. That way I'll feel like accomplished that I've knocked out one of the library books that I want to. Even though I'm still slacking on my TBR. Like I said, it is currently September 23rd. So I have roughly a week left to finish 3 books, and I'm really nervous because my punishment wheel has some dangerous things on there. So pray for me, y'all. But yeah, I do think I'm gonna end up going with Girlhood. So whenever I get a chance to start my 2 hours, or honestly when I finish my 2 hours, I'll check back in with you guys and talk to you guys a little bit about the book and how I'm liking it and whatever the case may be. And I also wanted to tell you really quickly that I did do my reading journal for Icebreaker last night, and I gave it a 4 stars. And like I said before, I'll talk to you a little bit about that in my wrap up. So stay tuned for my wrap up to let you guys know what bumped it down the star. Sometimes I feel like I write a lot of negative things about the book that I didn't like in my reviews, but then when I get to my Call Pal rating and I truly think about like the numbers that I'm going to be giving each category, it always ends up being higher than I think it's going to be. So let me know if you guys use the Call Pal and if you think it works. Sorry, my dog is playing in the background, but if you think it works, or if you think I should just rate based on how I felt about the book, because I also feel like when I talk to you guys in the wrap up and I start naming all these things that I hate, it's going to sound like, why did you give it a 4 stars then? You know what I mean? But let me know down below so I can, up my ante for next year. So yeah, I'll check back in with you guys later though. Okay, so I have a couple of things to update you on since last night when I saw you. So after I checked in, I actually ended up spending some time with my son and my boyfriend, and we ended up binge watching Suits until like 11:30 at night, which means I officially failed this challenge and I did not do my 2 hours yesterday. But when I went to go check my stats for screen time on TikTok, I actually only spent 5 minutes on TikTok yesterday. So it's kind of a win-lose situation, But I also didn't want to stop this vlog here, even though I failed the challenge of swapping my TikTok time for my reading time every day. I didn't want this to just become an icebreaker vlog because that's the only book I've read so far during the challenge. So I did want to go ahead and pick up another book. And originally, I was going to check in after I, got a couple of the ways through, or, whenever I could in the 2 hour time frame. But I went ahead and picked up Girlhood by Melissa Febos to start my 2 hours for today. And I got about 30 minutes into the challenge, and then I kind of want to DNF this book now. So if you don't know, it's a collection of short stories written by Melissa Febos only, about what it's like being a girl and her experience with girlhood, like just being a woman in society. And originally, I had heard a lot of people rant and rave about this because it talks about a lot of experiences that people feel like they can relate to or that are not discussed about often enough. And while I can understand, because I got about 40 pages into the story, so roughly 12%, I can understand the relatability in a sense that there are a lot of quotes and ideas that I felt like I have experienced and or heard about other women experiencing, but the stories are just too specific to Melissa and the things that she experienced in her life and not general enough for me to feel connected to the stories, as well as like they're told in a sort of creative way to try to get you to like think about things differently. Like, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but for example, one of the stories I read, she was basically comparing like us, or like women, not even us as women, because it's a story specifically about her, but she was basically comparing the things that she was going through to the captain of the Titanic, or like comparing the way that whoever made the discovery of the Titanic at the end, I think his name was Ballard, whoever discovered the Titanic, like him discovering the Titanic and it actually not being a great discovery of finding this amazing ship, but being a discovery of finding all these corpses and a graveyard, and comparing that to like the idea that maybe sometimes being in denial is better than knowing. And while I can understand that concept, I just don't understand why she's using such weird things to compare girlhood experiences. Like, I honestly thought this book was going to be to the point experiences, not containing analogies to things that I don't feel like should be compared to being a woman. So I'm not going to continue reading this book for the sake of the challenge or for the sake of reading it, because I know that there might be other stories that I might get things out of, but I just, even though I haven't been on BookTube that long, I also pride myself in not reading books that I don't enjoy. So I'm not going to suffer through a book just to give it 1 star or 2 star. I'm big on DNFing when I'm not feeling it. So I'm going to be DNFing this book. Maybe if you guys tell me like there are specific stories that I should read or I should give it another chance, maybe I'm just not in the right mind frame to read this right now, but I will not be continuing this as of right now. So to finish the rest of my challenge for today, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the romance route and pick up Twisted Hate. I think it was Twisted. Is it Twisted Hate? No, I think it's Twisted Games. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up Twisted Games for the rest of the challenge. For today at least, and see how far I get. And then I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling about this book. Hopefully this one's not another doozy. Because like I told you guys in my wrap up, or in my choosing of this book, actually not my wrap up, that I did read the first one and I gave it 4 stars just because of the morally gray toxic behavior. So I'm hoping that this one's a little bit better in that aspect. And if not, you know, maybe I'll still find a way to enjoy it, because even though I don't like things in certain books, doesn't mean that the book is not a good book. So we'll see where that goes, and I'll check in with you guys when I finish my 2 hours. Okay, guys, so I played hooky from work yesterday, and I actually did finish my challenge. My timer only says 2 hours and 7 minutes, but I stopped and picked back up like in the night, and I forgot to continue with the timer, so it's actually closer to like 2 hours and a half. And I got 110 pages in. I know that might be a little bit to some of y'all, you know, I read kind of slow, but I was also like having my boyfriend watch anime in the background that I was half paying attention to, so a lot of things were going on. But I will say that I am enjoying this book better than the first one, Twisted Love. I enjoy Reese and Bridget's relationship more, and I enjoy Reese as a main male character better than Alex. So we'll see where this goes. I'm gonna continue on today and hopefully finish this book real soon. I'm gonna say this in every clip of this vlog, but I'm still not done with my TBR for the month, and I'm getting really nervous. So hopefully this challenge will help me finish this book faster. Also, don't mind that bend. My son went ahead and bent the book yesterday. You know, because we can't have nice things. But I just wanted to check in really quick about yesterday and let you guys know that I did finish my challenge yesterday, and I will be checking in later when I start and or finish for today. So my son just went down for his nap, and I thought it would be a good idea, since it's a nice day, to come out on my balcony and start my 2 hours. I'm probably not going to do the entire 2 hours, even though he most likely will take a nap for 2 hours, just because I want to get some cleaning done while he's down. But I just figured I'd start and give you guys a little bit of reading time out here. So let's go. Okay, guys, so once again, I have officially completed my challenge for today, 2 hours and 8 minutes. Don't mind Stitch or Lilo and Stitch playing in the background. But I stopped right now because I have to go food shopping in a little while, so I'm gonna get me and my son dressed so that we can do that. But I just wanted to say that I realized that today is September 26th, which means I only have 4 days left in the month to finish my official TBR for my Wheel of TBR. And I've already been doing this challenge running on 5 days now, even though one of the days I didn't complete. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this the last day that I do this challenge, just so that I have a little bit of time to try and finish my TBR, as well as film the one for October. So I want to be able to finish this video and edit it and put it up before I have to film and edit and put up the other video by this Sunday, and it's already Tuesday. So yeah, I'm gonna make this the last day, even though I haven't finished a second book. I did start one and I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. So I'm excited to finish it and let you guys know what my thoughts are going to be in my future wrap up. I might still finish this book today, but I'm not going to continue doing the timer and recording because I just want to close this vlog out and, like I said, be able to edit it and post it for you guys for it to go up before my TBR, my Wheel of TBR. So honestly, I enjoyed this challenge. I feel like it gave me a lot of reading time. I barely read this month. I had only finished the Divine Rivals and DNF, The Collected Regrets of Clover, before I even started this vlog. So the fact that I'm about to finish 2 books within 5 days is pretty good to me. I honestly read really slow and I take my time. So I'm super happy about that, and I think this is something that I would like to implement as, you know, a daily routine, just sitting down and taking the time out to read. So I think this challenge was effective, even though I failed. But I'm excited for you guys to let me know your thoughts, whether that be on the challenge, my vlogging skills, if you have any constructive criticism, or just, you know, in general. I'm excited to hear you guys' thoughts, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how you liked it, like I said before, and I'll see you guys in the next video.